Are you manic manifesting to try to create success in your business? Doing a to-do checklist to get in the flow? And let me guess, it's not working. In this video, I'm going to break down why this whole approach to manifestation is not leading people. This is why it doesn't work for most people in the way that you think it should, and where it's leading people astray, and what to do instead so that you can create success in your business right now. So let's dig in. Hello. Thanks for watching. My name is Jana Niksa. I'm the authentic sales coach and the conversion queen, and I work with entrepreneurs to help them get high ticket clients. Now, you might be thinking, well then Jana, why are you creating a video around manifestation? Because in the business coaching that I subscribe to, it's all about mixing the woo and the do, the energetics with the effort, the who are you being with the what are you doing, the masculine and the feminine. Take your pick, whatever resonates, it's great. And just understanding that it is a blend of the two. And spoiler alert, the majority of success is an inside job, because being successful has to do a lot with what you're doing, how you're taking action, how you're showing up, and how you are connecting and having conversations in the real world. And if things aren't right on the inside, you won't do it. You won't take those actions. You're not going to show up as your most confident self. And you're certainly going to have some of that pick me, needy energy. And we all know, as a salesperson or on a sales call, this is not where we want to be at all. So let's talk about this idea of manic manifesting. Now, I can't take credit for this term. I believe I think the first time I ever heard it was Gabrielle Bernstein. And the bottom line is, this feels like so much of what my self-care routine was early on. It was like, okay, I got to meditate, and then I got to journal. Okay, I did my journal. Okay, check that box. Okay, now I got to write my affirmations. Now I got to say them. And whenever we're doing anything with this type of energy, it's almost like that little worker bee employee energy, whether it's in your self-care routine or in your business. That isn't the energy of magnetism. That isn't the energy of attraction. And it's definitely not the energy of receiving. And it's more in the energy of, I need the thing. What do I need to do to get the thing? And whether you're bringing that to a sales call or just in this idea of manic manifesting, when we are coming from that taking, I am attached to, I'm not enough unless I have energy, the universe always says yes. So it's going to reflect that back to you. Because at the end of the day, you don't attract what you want. Wanting energy attracts more wanting. You attract who you are. And so when we go through our self-care routine like some manic manifester, then of course, it's coming from a not whole place. Because the truth is, you are already perfect, whole, and complete. And you're just remembering the fact that you are. And when we come from this, I don't feel good until I get the thing, or I need the thing in order to feel safe. I need to have the success and the money in order to feel abundant. I need to have the clients in order to feel successful. That is manifesting with stipulations. And so this is not how we access our power. This is not where your flow is. Flow is a releasing. Flow is a surrender. Flow is a trust. There's nothing trusting about a to-do list. And as long as you put what you want, that success, those clients, on a pedestal that's out there that you need to get to, as opposed to already here that you just need to receive, this is where the disconnect is. So the whole point of like manifestation 101, right? With the vision boards, and I'm going to feel the feelings of the thing, is for you to feel like the person that already has it. So if you're looking at it and you have to embody this, because People think manifesting is like, okay, I'm going to manifest a new car. I'm going to manifest the clients. But the truth is, if we're walking into different realities at all times, like if you've ever listened to Bashar, he talks about how it's almost like a film reel. And every movement you make is essentially you're shifting into different realities, okay? Like just different small versions, micro versions of you. And so when something actually manifests, it's not that you've called it into the reality you are in now. It's that your frequency has aligned with the reality where it's already there. That's why when you do get the thing and you do get the clients and you do make it to that first 6K or that first 6K, 6 figures, or you do make it to your first million, it almost feels normal. Because in order for you to bring it into your reality, that's exactly what it needs to feel like. So if you're over here feverishly working on your self-care routine to get your frequency high so that you can get the thing, by default, you're not making that reality normal. You're making a reality that you're aspiring to, your wishes fulfilled place. And of course, that is not in alignment. That energy is it's in lack. It's in the not having. And so I don't laugh to say anything other than I've been there. I did it all too. I did the journals and all the things, and there's nothing wrong with these things if it helps continue to keep you in the reminder of you are the person. It all starts here. You're the director, you're the writer, you are the producer, you're the actor in your reality game, if you will. If that's what keeps you in that energy of what I like to call your 4.0 self, great. But we can't treat it as an aspiring to be, because you get to decide right now who you're being. You get to stop watching this video and decide right now, can I embody the version of me that already has it right now? Or am I going to go back to thinking about how I don't have the thing, thinking about how I want the thing? Or can I trust and surrender and receive that version of me already available? In fact, the reason that you even want this thing is because it means that reality already exists. If you know all of that to be true, then there's no reason to want and to need. There's more of a reason to surrender and trust that it is all unfolding exactly as it should. Because the truth is, the version of you that has the thing, your 4.0, there's certain things about the version you're in right now that have to be let go of, alchemized, loved, and released in order for you to step into the version of the 4.0. And so that's the lag, because we have to actually become the person. Because remember, we don't get what we want. We get who we are being and what we think we deserve. So we have to become the person that is being and feels deserving of it. And so the biggest opposition, and let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video about this, is supporting the process between the 1.0, where you are right now, and the 4.0 of who you're becoming. That gap, that lag of what shows up along the way to get you to the version of you that has the thing, that's where we lose it. That's where things get wobbly. And so again, if I had to start from scratch again around manifestation, I would realize it's not about how many affirmations I say or how many things I journal and write down. It's about how much can I be in the energy and of the belief and of the certainty, more important than belief, which I'll come to in a second, the certainty of that it's already happened. And the reason I know it's already happened is because I feel the pull towards it, which means it has to already be there in the field. And just because it hasn't manifested yet doesn't mean that it's not already there. It's just waiting for my 1.0 to become my 4.0 and embody that now, and then poof, it has no choice but to manifest in your reality. But every little dip, every little doubt, This isn't going the way I thought it was supposed to go. Every no on a sales call, every setback makes that gap bigger if you step back into doubt and lack of trust. It shortens the gap if you choose the love and the certainty and the surrender instead. So it's like if I choose fear, the gap gets bigger between my 1.0 and my 4.0. If I choose love and certainty, the gap gets smaller. And this is in every micro decision, no pressure. This is in every micro decision you make along the way, because you have the power to decide what it means. Does that person telling you no on a sales call mean that you're a failure and you stink and your offer is garbage? Or does it mean that's just not the right person for you? Or does it mean, hey, maybe I need to work with Jana to see if I can do better at communicating my value? All it is data. It's just zeros and ones. And the more you understand that and you respond instead of react in the face of adversity, the more you become that 4.0. The more you let go of what you think is supposed to happen in the time frame and the attachment, the more you just surrender to the flow of life. Surrender to the flow of the manifestation. Surrender to the trust that whatever shows up is exactly what's supposed to get you to your 4.0. Because the universe will present to you people, places, and circumstances to reveal to you where you are not free. And that's a beautiful quote by Peter Crone. So if that's true, is there anything to worry about? Okay, enough for today. So if you're manic manifesting and you're feeling like I have a to-do list around my self-care and I have to do these things in order to get my thing. Whenever you feel that is your perfect moment. That is your signal moving forward as your 4.0 to breathe, open, soften, and relax. To remember who and what you really are. I love to say I am pure source consciousness. And that kind of resets my nervous system and I expand into the moment instead of contract. And if you want to go deeper into this, if you want to understand more about how this applies to your business, please click the links below. We have a Selling is Sacred podcast mini-series for you to really see how some of these things apply. Scratch that. If you want me to make more content around some of these things, sort of the woo part that I do with my clients to really help them stay, keeping their head in the game and more so their heart in the game, comment heart below and I'll continue to dig into this topic more. And as always, please like, subscribe, share this with one of your fellow entrepreneur besties that you know is all tangled up in manic manifesting. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.